ApnaCourse. Get smart, get ahead.
Hi there, welcome to the Apna course on PMI ACP. This is a course that is brought by Spearhead Edu Online Private Limited. Every one of us know Project Management Institute. The Project Management Institute, that's PMI, has brought in a new program on Agile certification. And this ACP stands for Agile Certified Practitioner. I'm Chandrasekhar. I have 23 years of experience cutting across companies including Fidelity Investments, Intel Corporation, Ramco Systems Limited, and CMC Limited, wherein we have seen a lot of traditional versus agile projects. The experience which you would hear anecdotally during this course. So welcome once again. Now, what defines organizational agility? Because when we think about organizations, we need to know that whether we are having all the organizations here and there in the industry that are agile. It may not be always. So we say that seize the opportunities, be the change, and be flexible, competitive edge, rapidly try to maintain and fast-paced, do everything, identify the market shifts, and quickly try to be adaptive. All those things we say, but when we see that there is a lot of scope for even improvement. But there comes the point is about high agility is there with several companies between 23% and 23% versus 12%. And if you see of moderate agility, if you see 61% versus 54%, and low agility, people are getting a little cynical about should we be agile, should we be big time thinking, and so on and so forth. But think about it, why do you think people are not able to have success in whatever the initiatives that are there? So think about it, success with new initiatives, especially in the economic environment where we are having a very dicey environment across the world in every economy. And the last 3 years, 2 to 3 years, only 45% of the organizations have reported that they've increased successes. They've increased successes, especially from new initiatives that are agile. So the most important point here is, which you need to think about, this is your takeaway here. Greater organizational agility leads to better performance, providing organizations with powerful edge over the competition, because it is like on a day-to-day basis trying to do a SWOT analysis, a pest analysis, a blue, red, green kind of ocean analysis, and so on. So become very much organizationally agile. Organizational agility, characteristics, and the practices. Quick responses to the strategic opportunities. Very, very, very important. Are we quick in responding to the opportunities that come by our way? Now think for a moment in the right hand side first, you see that, and then get into the right, left and right, you can coordinate it, understanding well. Think about ability to change, and think about ability to sense, and think about inability to change, and think about inability to sense. So think agile is in this place, right? You're able to sense and you're able to change. But if you are in other quadrants, it's not going to be a great place to be, and it is not going to be great for us individually. It is not going to be great for the teams. It is not going to be great for the projects. Then comes programs, then comes portfolio, and the organization is impacted negatively otherwise. So if we are agile, we are very quick and we are very easily able to respond to the strategic opportunities. Shorter decision-making cycle, production and review cycles are quick, and 59% people said that they focus on change management. So that's a very important thing. Integrating the voice of the customer is very, very important, which may not happen in the traditional project management during the stages, but here It is very, very important. Let us now get into Agile development methodologies, in which we are going to take a little closer look about extreme programming, crystal clear, and lean software development, and Scrum, and the feature-driven development. So these are the different methodologies. So what is Scrum? So, focuses on iteration management. So if you see the right-hand side, planning, building, testing, reviewing, and deploying is the natural cycle, but you will do it over a multiple number of times. Plan, build, test, and plan, build, test, and then review, and then deploy. First, consider the left-hand side. The input from end users, the input from customers, the input from the team, and the input from the other stakeholders. All these things matter for us. And the product owner, the product backlog, and the features. That's the first thing that we have. And when we get into the next thing, we have the team that selects how much to commit to do by the sprint end. When we think that we have a sort of ATM requirements, let us say that feature 3 is about depositing check, and feature 4 is about depositing cash, and feature 5 is about transfer, and the feature 1 and 2 has been taken from the earlier product backlog to the present sprint. So feature 1 and feature 2, let us say that these are the only set of things in the sprints. So the sprint backlog is this. So check balance and withdraw cash. So the sprint will be planned for 3 to 4 weeks, and every 24 hours, you would just do a daily stand-up meeting, and then at the end of the cycle, you will get a shippable product, and it is an increment of the product that you are envisaging to get in the final cycle. So a Scrum Sprint. So this is where you see the holistic model getting a little more explained in detail. So the whole product backlog will be there. So look at the left side of the picture, and the sprints that are happening, that will be the sprint related, the current iteration related, current incrementally developing product related, and then the daily Scrum meeting. It would be 2 to 4 weeks or 1 to 4 weeks, and it is with the 24 hours once, daily stand-up meeting, and the potentially shippable product anywhere. Now, what are the 3 pillars of Scrum, and what are the 5 values of Scrum? So transparency is the most important thing, and inspection and adaptation is something which is very, very important. So transparency, because trust and transparency is very, very important. Inspection, pair programming and peer programming, and trying to just think about working as a team and as a group, and then trying to deliver value, and adopting everything is important. And the 5 values of Scrum: the commitment. What is the team's commitment to deliver at the end of the Scrum, at the end of the sprint? And what is the focus? Openness, courage, respect. These are the 5 values of Scrum. So definitely now you see that Scrum is modeled around the Agile principles and values and the manifesto that we have seen. So transparency is important, inspection is important, adaptation is important, commitment and focus and openness and courage and respect. Number 7, in Agile projects, which drives the way the work is done? Is it the value of the features? Is it the value of the features to the customer or the developers? Is it the technical complexity of the features? Is it the values that is outlined in the manifesto? So now think about it. In an Agile project, which drives the way the work is done? All the values that are outlined in the manifesto is what is the clear answer.
ApnaCourse. Get smart, get ahead.